After more than 3 months of my bike trip around Europe, I had made it through Germany, Sweden, Denmark, the Netherlands when I arrived in Belgium. My family was so sweet to come meet me there for my birthday, and we had the absolute best time exploring Brugge and Ghent together. And after a couple of days, I had to say goodbye again to my parents, but I was so happy that my sister stayed with me for a little longer. We are on a train from Belgium to France. Originally this was supposed to be a 6-hour train ride, but because I am traveling with my fully packed bike, we found out that long distance trains in France don't take bikes with them. I don't know why, but this turned into an 11-hour train ride and we have to switch trains 5 times. So I thought we would turn this around, create a video out of this, and I'm traveling with my older sister Ellen. I had done some trains with my bike before and it was always so stressful, so Ellen was so nice to suggest that she would do the next train ride with me. And the night before we had a video call with my younger sister Linda, and together they came up with this idea how we could create a fun video out of this long train ride.
How about we do my sisters take over my travel day?
Yeah.
And I take over the filming, like I film you doing stuff, and then that gives you what you need to do.
Maybe.
I have some fun challenges for you.
I'm the director. Choose a number between 1 and 5.
4.
Okay, our lovely sister Linda has given us 5 challenges for 5 trains today. Number 4 is talk to 5 people from 5 different countries.
Ellen was just asking me, how do you normally film strangers? And I'm like, I don't.
I'm like, it's time to start.
So I'm doing kind of like a game on the train with my friend. I have to find 5 people from 5 different countries. Could you just tell me where you're from?
I'm from Belgium.
Belgium. I met some really nice people, but eventually failed at the challenge because I was running out of time and I kept only meeting Belgians.
So you get 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. It's a start. So we got out of that train and immediately encountered my worst enemy, really high steps. This is why it's nice to have help. And apparently they had some friends close by. This is a very typical situation, so there's no elevator anywhere. So that means I have to disassemble all of my stuff and we have to carry my bike down and then onto the next platform. So that's exactly what we did. We got everything off of my bike, carried it down all those steps, and then we realized this. We just found out that the platform's changed, so we actually have to go all the way back up. But we eventually made it to the next train. That was crazy stressful. I'm bleeding. Something happened with my foot, but we made it and we're on the next train.
Are you ready for challenge number 2?
Yes.
All right. Ask someone to draw a picture of you with your bike.
With my bike?
Yes.
So I have to get somebody to come here?
I guess so.
I don't have pen and paper.
That's your problem.
What? Sorry. Do you speak English?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. French, Netherlands, Ukraine,
Russian.
Oh, okay. Now, even though Ellen gave us her best performance, we opted for the translator, and with some reassurance that there was absolutely no talent necessary for this really nice lady drew this really cute picture of me. I completed my first challenge. I'm so glad.
Congratulations, Carola. You win absolutely nothing, but well done.
After a couple of hours, we arrived in France, and of course, first things first, had to get some croissants and good food for the next train ride. The challenge that I got there was a bit more tricky because I was supposed to get 3 more followers for any of my social media accounts. I didn't want to just ask people to follow me, so I thought I would just casually strike up a conversation with somebody. So I aimlessly wandered around the train and even looked for a bathroom line because you can always have a nice chat there, but eventually I gave up because it was just too awkward. Ellen just told me about a theory that she has how the Tour de France came.
Here's my theory. because there's no long distance trains that you can take your bike on. Wherever you need to go by bike, you need to ride your bike. So that's why they invented the Tour de France. You just have to ride your bike every long distance that you want to go in France if you want to take your bike. Makes sense though.
Our next train actually turned out to be a bus. I struggled a little bit to get the bike in, and I have to admit I also cheated on the challenge I got there. I was supposed to find somebody who would guess my age correctly because nobody ever does, and it was just so awkward on this bus because it was so quiet. Everybody was tired just like me, so I ended up just doing this Instagram poll. So thank you for everybody who took part in that. At the next stop, we thoroughly enjoyed a snack and we made it to our last train. So it was time for my last challenge, which was to run from one door of the train to the next at a station. And as you can see, I gave this a very impressive performance and was so happy with it that I felt right asleep after. Eventually, it was time to pack my things one last time, and we were really happy to get some help with my bike. And then, after 11 long hours, we had finally arrived. We did it! We made it! We got here! So that was it. On paper, probably the worst train ride of my life, but I think this proved that having the right people with you can make a bad experience like this one of the best memories of your life. So while I wish the train system in France would be more bike-friendly, I'm so grateful to have had this experience with my awesome sister Ellen and some help from my younger sister Linda. It was a great opportunity to get out of my comfort zone and connect with some people along the way. As always, I would be so grateful if you haven't done so, if you could subscribe to my channel, which means that you will automatically see when another one of my videos comes out, which is every Thursday. And I will keep traveling until March, so there's so much more to see still. Please like this video and comment something nice if you like, and I will see you next Thursday.